Okay guys, and I'm also going to use, I like using Prismacolor pencils. I love those. And then Prismacolor Premier pencils. But then I also love using the Jane Davenport pencils. So I'm going to use some of these. And she calls them her, I believe she calls them her magic wands. Or her fairy wands. So let's call them our fairy wands. I just dropped the pencil. Where did it go? Did I drop one? Oh well, I'll find it. Okay, so we're going to use some of her pencils too. If I can find the right color. Okay, I'm not going to use them on the eyes, but I am going to use some of these. Some of her fairy wands, as she calls them. But for right now, I'm going to use the Prismacolor Aquamarine and the Violet by Prismacolor also. Okay, so what we need to do, what I need to do is right in here, we are going to put some shading in the eyeball right up at the top. Then I'm going to take my blender pencil. Okay, you can get these at Blick's for about $1.99, and it's their brand. Or you can get this one I got at Michael's, because I didn't have time to go to Blick. I was already at Michael's. And you can just, what happens when you use the blender pencil, it blends it out right to the next lightest color. So you don't even have to find your deeper violet and then a mid-tone and a light. You already have the light down. You can just take that darker color and blend it right out to a mid-tone. And then right out to your lightest shading color. And I went a little far, so we're going to back it up. It's not nice that you can take your pencil eraser and erase it and back it up a little bit if you need to. Love that. Okay. Because you want to leave that little light in the middle right there. Because that's what really helps give the eye. As much as the dark, the light also gives the eye its spark. Okay. I'm going to throw a little bit more purple in here. Put a little bit more in here. Let's bring that out a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Now we're going to go to the other eye. In the other eye we have teal, so I'm going to use this darker color here. Go right up in the corners. And then we're going to blend that out. Okay. Blend that right on out. Make sure I don't have any other color on there. I think I had a little bit of that purple still on my pencil. Okay. And just deepen that a little bit more. There we go. Bring that out. Okay, and then we got the highlight there. Look how pretty her eyes are looking. Let me see what you guys are seeing. I think that looks gorgeous. They come in on those eyes a little bit. And those eyes are going to get even better. Look how pretty that looks. I'll work with it that close for the eyes right now so you guys can see the eyes. I also want to start redefining. Let me get my pen that I need. Hopefully this 08 is what I want. I'm looking for a micron. Or maybe this one. Okay. We want to redefine the eyes and redefine the eyeball because we've got a lot of paint on this eyeball. So let's redefine that, make it nice and black. Okay, and the same thing here. Okay, so the eyeball's nice and black. We can go over the eyeball, we can go just outline the eye again. So everything's really nice and crisp. Okay. And then outline all of this again. Okay. Okay. Here. Sorry, you guys, I'm being quiet. I'm just focusing, making sure that I don't, making sure I don't be messing up. Because this is like, to me, it's like almost the most important part of the whole face is like these eyes. It's this whole eye thing. You know? Okay. Okay, and then the lashes, we'll just kind of go back over those. Okay, and again, go over the lashes here. Just to freshen them up a little bit. There we go. Look how much nicer that looks. See how defining everything? It just looks so much better to define everything. Okay. In fact, I don't need this other one. We're not working on that piece of that one right now, that side. Okay, let me make sure that I'm in focus. Okay. So that's looking really pretty. Now, the next important thing with these eyes is to do a catch light. Okay. So, I use a liner brush that I get from Michael's. So there's a liner brush. And I used to use some acrylic paint, Apple Barrel, whatever you want to do, whatever cheapy acrylic paint. And this is going to work for the catch light. And then take off the excess right there. And I got to turn my work a little bit, sorry. Okay, so then we're going to hit this for a catch light there. Perfect. Okay. And then we'll put another little catch light in through here somewhere. Okay. Again, same thing. Get the excess paint off of here. Let me turn my work so I can be at the right angles. Okay. We'll do another catch light here. And we'll do another thing here. Might put another one right there and another one right there. And I'm going to throw a little bit of white right in here. Just a second. Where the lightest point of the eye, I'm going to put a little bit of white right there. And a little right there. Just the tiniest amount. You guys, does that make the hugest difference or what? Look how gorgeous that looks. When you start adding the color to the corners of the eyes, blending that out, so you have like 3 shades in the eye on both of them. When you put those catch lights in, it just makes the hugest difference. When you outline the entire eye, it makes a huge, huge difference. Look how much prettier she looks. Love her. Okay, so next let's do, I'm just looking at my time. Okay, let's do some lips really quick. So we're going to take that purple that we were using before, and I'm going to turn my work, you guys, because I have to. And hopefully my head's not in the way. And let's start throwing some shading in here for the lips. Okay. All right, so we do this shading in, which is a nice violet Prismacolor, and then let's blend it out. We're blending it out so we have that next shade color. And we're leaving the lightest in the middle there still. Okay, and we're going to I'm going to do a couple things here still. I'm going to erase some of this out because I went a little far in the center here with all of this. Okay, we need to bring this out a little bit. Okay, so there's that. And also the other thing I need to do is I need to lighten up the lip. It's a little bit dark with the watercolor. So let's see if we can't get that lightened up a little bit. There we go. That looks so much better. Okay. Okay, perfect. That really helped right there. Yeah, I got a little crazy, you guys, with the outlining of her lips. Okay, so now we can blend it in a little bit, just to lighten the mood a little bit with her lips. That looks really pretty now. All right, let me look and see what you guys are seeing. That looks perfect. Okay, there we go. And then let's do some catch lights on her lips too. Alright, so we're going to throw a little catch light on the lips. So we'll put like a little catch light there, and a little catch light there. And make sure you don't put like dots. Make it just look like something natural, like the light's catching. It's not going to be a perfect little circle. So. Oh my gosh, you guys, I think that looks so pretty. I'm going to come out a little bit. Oh my God, I think that looks really, really pretty. Love it. All right, let's work on her dress a little bit. Okay. Okay, so now we need to use this color pencil here. And we're going to start doing some shading. So let's shade all on the outside of her dress. Okay. If you use the side of your pencil too, it will help you not get too much, to not press down and bear down too hard. Because if you bear down too hard and put too much color down right away instead of light layers, you can't blend other colors to it, and you can't blend it out. So, and I have a little issue with getting heavy-handed sometimes. So that's the best thing you can do, is use the side of your pencil when you're doing that, so that you don't get it to just a second, guys. Okay, I just want to be able to throw some shading in here. Okay, and we'll throw some shade into here too, like this. Okay. Okay, and we'll get in the corners here and really throw some shading in here, because this is where things could be naturally a little darker. So we'll throw some shade in through there. Okay. There, and we'll throw a little bit more shading here. Let me turn this a little bit. Okay, so now this all needs to get blended out. Now you could take another second color and a shade between that's the next shade lighter than this and blend all that out and blend it right into this lighter color. But instead of that, I'm going to use our magic blender. I love this thing. It softens this right up and blends it right out into the next color. Oh, you know what? I better make sure you guys are seeing all this. Oh yeah, you are. Okay, good. I want to make sure I'm in frame. Some people don't believe in the blenders, but oh, I think it makes your job so much easier. And if you don't have a lot of pencils, I mean, I have a lot of pencils, but if you don't have a lot of pencils, it can save you because all you need is a lot of colors that are deeper, and because you can use watercolor for your lightest color by basing it like how I did. Like all this is, you know, like you guys know, I take watercolor and base everything. And then you can take your deepest color just by a bunch of darks of your colored pencils and then blend them out to your mid-tone with this. So. If your question is, do you go through those blenders a lot? Yeah. I sure do. Oh, I think that looks so pretty. Let's check that out. Let me look in the camera so I see what you guys are seeing. Just a second. I just want to blend this out a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, that looks really, really pretty. I'm going to come in a little bit closer so you guys can see that. Yeah, I think that turned out gorgeous. Check that out. Okay, let's bring it out a little bit. And, okay, let's go like right there. Okay, see what happens once you base coat it with the watercolor, and then you go back with these colored pencils, what these colored pencils do. It's gorgeous. Now, the face, I'm not going with any pencils. I did that with all watercolor, and I love it. Except for, you know, I used a little bit of the pencils on the eyes and the lips. The hair, I need to do the hair online. I did this before I came on, but the hair is set. I love how I did the hair. The hair is all with watercolor. I do want to do one of these wings right now. I think maybe we'll attack next. I'm going to use this color again for the wings. And let's do some shading. Okay. And I don't know if... Let me blend this out, you guys, and then because my camera is saying it's low on juice, so I'm gonna have to charge up my camera, and we'll be back. And this may be a part 2 when you guys come back. It may not be, so I'll have to kind of see where I'm at, how much time I've taken. Yeah. Look how pretty that looks. Let me look in the camera and see what you guys think already. Yeah, see how just doing that shading with the pencil right there, right in through here, and then blending out. Look what it does, how much it defines it. It looks gorgeous. So, okay, so you guys, I'm going to charge my camera up. This will either be like part 2 or just be a continuance. I'll have to kind of see where I'm at on time. So, I will be back shortly. Okay, girls, or guys, everybody, I'm back, and you can see a lot has been done. So, I went ahead and I colored in a lot of things, and I did kind of, I did it so you guys can see where we're going, and also because, you know, this video would just get way too long if I showed you every single thing. But, like, I did one wing, I left one wing undone. I did one bird, I left one bird undone. I left some of the flowers down here. Not colored, and so I can finish it up with you guys, and you guys can see how exactly how I did everything. What else was I gonna say? Okay, well, let's just go ahead and go. I was gonna have something else in my mind, but I don't know what it is. So we'll just work with this page first. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one away. Okay, so we're gonna finish up this one. And I may not finish it up. I just want to do little bits so that you guys can see how I accomplished it, the different techniques I use. And as you guys know, everything's been watercolor based first with the Jane Davenport watercolors. Okay? Love these. You guys look how cute these are. Everything. I'm so happy I have them. Okay. So over here, to finish up these wings, we used the Jane Davenport watercolors, and I want to shade and deepen things in with some Prismacolor pencils. And we'll use these two colors. I have, I need to put my glasses on, or my readers. What do I have? We have True Blue and then Aquamarine. So, what are we going to start with first? We'll start with this first. And I'm just going to use the side of my pencil so I don't get too heavy-handed, because I am really bad about that. I could get heavy-handed in a second. I can get to a wax bloom quick. Okay, and I'm going to use my blender and blend all that out. You guys, this blender is the bomb, as I keep saying. I love the blender. It saves you so much time having to go over and over and over things. And then it saves you time not having to find another lighter shade to blend it out. You can blend it out with the same color. So, I love that. Okay. Now, let's take this. We'll follow the little line in here with this color. A second, I gotta move my pencils out of the way. Okay, let me get to the side of my pencil there before I get too heavy-handed. I love the look of shading with pencil. I just don't have the patience for like just sitting there with light strokes forever and ever and ever and ever, which is the beauty of base coating it with the watercolor first. Now you've given yourself, for one, a map so you know what colors you're using, and number two, you give yourself a base for your pencils so that you don't have to sit there and just go over and over and over and over and over. And also the blender does this, also helps you with the same thing. So let's blend all this. I go over it to blend it, and then I go in a little bit of circles to blend it out. And then right over it, and then a little bit of circles to blend it out. And then blend it out a little bit. Okay. And then we'll go back in with this other color, with the True Blue. You guys, I love how the horse turned out over here. I don't know if you guys saw that, but look how cool. I think that horse turned out beautifully. This is all done with watercolor and then some acrylic paint for the hair, but everything else is all watercolor. I finished it up because I didn't want to do this on film because I was really, it took me a little bit to get that down. So I will do a little tutorial on how to paint this horse in, like a separate tutorial. It's not hard. I just didn't know how I was going to go about it, and I thought I don't really want to fumble on film and have you guys sit there watch me just fumbling around. And because I know you guys come here to watch, you know, learn something, learn different techniques, learn something new, learn a new idea. You know, you don't come here to watch me fumble around. So I kind of like to have things down before I do a video on it. I mean, and I know some people have a different opinion about that. They're like, well, you know, I want to show it how it is for real. But I do too. But like I said, you come here to learn, you know, techniques and tips, and not to just watch me, you know, fumble around. Everybody's time is precious, so I want to respect that. Okay. So here we go. And I'm blending it out. Okay, look how pretty that looks. Oops. Just a second, guys. I'm plugging in my pencil sharpener. Okay. Let me look in the film, look in the camera and see how that looks. Oh yeah, see the difference of that? Look how much it adds to it. It adds just drama. Drama. Okay, so next we'll go over here, and I won't do all of them, but we'll do some of them. This was really cool how I got this. I think this came out really neat. I had painted these first. I used the Jane Davenport, and I painted half like a green and half a yellow, but it didn't go with the color scheme. I thought the green leaves with like yellow highlight would go, but it just didn't go good. So I took my water, I kind of got as much color off as I could and dampened it with a, you know, paper towel and got as much water as I could, but there's still a little bit left. So when I did the purple over it, it gave like a highlighting effect with a little bit of green popping up. I love it. I think it's really cool. So anyway, I think it looks really good. So what I want to do with these ones is I'm going to do half and half. I'm leaving half of it the way it was, so that'll be like more of my of the highlights of it, and then this will be the shaded part. Okay, and I probably am not going to do all of it, but I just want to show you that. That's another way to shade. You know, because I could shade and just go around the edges here and have the light hitting here. But I thought, you know, have the light hitting one side. So this is the side that's shaded. And then that's the side that the light's hitting. So it's just another way. You can do a face like that. This whole side could have been all shaded, and this whole side could have been where the light could have hit at. I've done that before in when I'm painting or drawing or coloring. It looks really cool. Okay, again, let's take this right here. And blend it out. Okay, see how cool that looks? Let's do a couple of more, and then we'll go on to another one. So what I want to do is I actually want to touch on all the different techniques that I'm doing, so that if you want to add this into your repertoire, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. That's what I do. Is I say, you know, look at many different people and see how they do things, and take what works for you and leave what doesn't work for you. And then you'll come up with your own style. That's what I've done. I've taken a little bit from here and there and there, and I've come up with my own style. Okay, and then blend this out. I mean, there'll be people who tell you not to use a blender pencil. I guess they like to work. I guess I'm lazy. Anyway, I love a blender pencil. But see, I can just put some color on here and then blend that on out, and I don't have to keep, see how they're still like kind of rough? Just take this, it smooths it all out and brings it all together, and I don't have to keep going over and over and over in light layers. Love that. And if I needed to blend it out a little bit, it blends out into another color. Fabulous. Okay, so I'm not going to keep going on this, but you can see how that's looking. See how cool that is? So pretty. Okay, so now we're going to go down here. I'm going to do these ones. I better have my color out. Did I put it back? I must have put it back. Here it is. Okay. I'm using a Prismacolor Orchid, which is gorgeous. I think this is, no, that's not Orchid. Wait a minute, guys. Second, let me see if this is the right color. Is that the right color? I think it is. No, that is not the right color. Okay, where is the color I used? All right, that's frustrating. Oh, here it is. It's right out here. Okay, here it is. Okay, so now we're gonna start shading in. We're gonna shade in all of this. I put my color in here, but I didn't shade this, so I need to shade it. So go over it, and then bring it out a little bit. I like to use circles. And see how it brings it out to a second shade right there? That saves you so much time, and on top of that, you don't have to go look for the next shade lighter than this, the mid shade, the mid-tone. It creates it for you. And also, if you don't have a lot of pencils, you could get a lot of the darker colors because you don't need the mid-tones if you do this technique. I mean, I know eventually you want everything, of course, but I'm just saying if you don't have a ton of pencils, especially Prismacolor, it can be expensive. Oh, in fact, you guys, Sam's Club. If you have a Sam's Club, you might want to check your Sam's Club. Check your Sam's Club, because my Sam's Club has, and I'll show you exactly the canister it comes in. It has a set of 36 Prismacolor pencils. You guys, these are expensive for 20 bucks. Can you guys believe that? Sam's Club. So check your Sam's Club and see if they have that. I don't know if mine still does. It's been a few weeks since I've been there, but they've had it, and they've had it for like a long time. I thought they would have sold out of that a long time ago. So it makes me kind of mad though, because when I picked up 2 of them because they've had them there for like 6 months. And I've been waiting. Every time I go in, I look to see if they still are there. They're still there, but now they're down to 20 bucks. They were down to like 25, and that's when I picked up both of mine. So, and I already had Prismacolor pencils, but I just thought, you know what, that's a really good price. So I picked up 2 more. So I'm so set with Prismacolor pencils. Okay, so here we go. Oops. So on this one, we're letting the shading just hit right in the middle. Okay. Hit the lines there, and hit the lines right there. Okay. And actually, I'm going to let this one kind of be like these over here. I'm going to let this one kind of come in. It'll be a little bit of shading there, but let this almost like the whole side, like underneath her butt right here, which makes sense anyway, is shaded. Her butt's giving shade. Okay. Okay, that looks cool. All right, let's do the last one of these right here. Okay, and then we will follow the lines in here. Okay. And here we go. Oh, and actually, right here. And we'll bring it out a little bit. Now we need to shade right here in here too. And especially right in here, in the crux of all this. Okay. Smooth all this out. And then let's bring it out. There we go. That looks awesome. Now I got to finish that out here, over here, but we're not gonna, I won't do that right now because I want to hit different areas so you guys can see the different techniques that I'm using. Okay, so the next thing I want to hit is I'm going to move this. Okay, so here we are. Oh, let me show you both at the same time. I want to finish up this, the mushroom, because the other half of the mushroom, see, it went right onto the other page. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and remove this right here and bring this over. And I want to say something about Jane Davenport's paper. I absolutely love it, but it is truly watercolor paper. One side of the watercolor paper is smoother and the other underside has a little texture. And that's this side. This side has more texture. So to use pencil on it, it's a little bit harder to blend it out. But it does help to have your blender pencil, but you have to work it a little bit more because the paper has a little bit more tooth and texture to it than this. It's softer on this side. So anyway, just to let you guys know that. So if you use pencil, it's still, you can still do it, but definitely people who don't use a blender would probably need a blender. Because look at this mushroom here did not turn out as smoothly as this mushroom, but there's so much texture on this paper over here. So anyway. No major. Alright, so let's go ahead and put some shading in on this mushroom. I don't know if you guys can see it from there, but you can see how bumpy it looks. Like it doesn't lay the color down smooth at all because there's so much texture on this. But the pencil does smooth it out pretty good. Or the pencil, the blender pencil. But I did want to let you guys know about that. Okay. I'm going to fill in the spots. Okay, and we will put these in here. Okay, so we definitely need to blend this out. So let's blend all this out. And we can blend it out. You guys know what I feel too? I feel like I need to have the purple a little bit deeper the watercolor. We'll see how that works. I never usually do this. I don't usually do the pencil and then add more watercolor. I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Well, for right now, I'm not going to. When I get off camera and I finish this up for you guys, and then I come back and show you the final thing of it, I might do it then. But see, this adds some really nice shading. See how you get that mid-tone color between here and here? Nice. Okay, so that looks good. Let me go up over this real quick. Blend all this out. That looks good. You see how it looks for you guys? Yeah, that looks really good. Okay. Next, let's go. Oh, I wanted to show you the bird. I have the other half of the wing here, but you guys saw me do the wing on the other side, so I'm not going to do that. I am going to do this bird, though. Okay. So, let me look at my time really quickly. Okay, so let's do the bird up here. Okay, getting all my colors together here. I have another blue color. Where is it? No, that's not it. Just a second, guys. Just looking to see what other blue I'm going to use. Hopefully I'm going to use this one. I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. I had all my colors out, so I don't know. I was putting things away, trying to put things away. Anyway, here we go. So, I want to shade right in here. Using the side of my pencil so I don't get too heavy. Okay, and then let's go and just hit all of the feathers. Hopefully my head's not in the way. And then we'll hit all of this too. Okay, so then let's take our blender pencil and come right across here. And like I said, this is textury, so you gotta press pretty hard too, and then bring it out a little bit in circles and just bring that out. So blend it out. Nice. And then I would just touch these just a little bit, just to blend them a little bit, so they look like they're part of the bird and not just some pencil that you marked on the paper. Okay. So it smooths them out. That looks good. Yeah, that looks really pretty. Okay, so next, let's do, I'm going to do some shading right here. And we'll bring it down a little bit into this too. Okay. Okay, let's, in circles, bring that up. Okay, and then I did a little bit here, so we'll bring a little bit down into this blue with the blender pencil. That looks nice. Okay, so now we're going to take this blue color, which is Copenhagen blue, and we're going to just go work the bottom half of these wings, and we'll blend it up. And one other thing, just a second, let me blend that up and then let me sharpen my pencil. Also, let's hit these. Okay. All right. So let's take our blender, blend up, and blend up. There's going to be a rush on these blender pencils when this video's done. You can get these at Michael's in the like the art supply section, not craft section, but the actual art supply section. And then, but they're cheaper at Blix. What you can do with you get 2 of them in a pack with a coupon, and that's the brand for Michael's. I just got them at Michael's because that's where I was at, but I usually get them at Blix, and I get the Blix brand because I think they're only like $1.99, and I don't have to have a coupon. I just go in and get them. But anyway. That looks really, really good. You know what I don't like? Let me show you something too. When you feel like you've gotten a little bit too light, you can erase, which is so nice. You can erase pencil. Isn't that cool? And I just want to erase it a little bit, just so we have a little bit more highlight right there. Okay. There we go. That's all I wanted to do. Just so there's a little bit of them. I kind of went up too far and almost got rid of my highlight. Just there's a little highlight right there. I think that looks really pretty. Let me see how. Oh yeah, gorgeous. Look at the difference between this side and that side. Isn't there a major difference? So pretty. Okay, so let's do the bird here now. Let me see what I want to do. We'll do the bird. Okay, we'll do the bird in this color here. I'm telling you guys, thank goodness I have this blender pencil. Because trying to blend this out with like the next lighter color would be so hard. Because this paper has so much texture to it. So if you have a blender pencil, you'll be just fine using the other side of Jane Davenport's paper in her art journal that she sells. And I'm pretty sure it's watercolor. Yeah, she says watercolor paper. It's not mixed media paper. I mean, you can do mixed media on it, of course, but it'd be smoother if it was mixed media paper. Because I have mixed media paper I love to use. Because I do so much I like to use so many different types of mediums on one art piece when I do them. Again, I got a little bit much in here, so I want to erase a little bit of that. I don't want it to come in quite as far. Okay, so now let's take my pencil. And I got to turn my work a little bit, you guys. Sorry. And we'll blend that out. Blend this up here. Awesome. While we're here, I'm just going to fix the nose a little bit. The beak, not the nose, the beak. Just make it a little bit more prominent. We'll make this one a little more prominent too. Okay, there we go. And we'll make the eyes a little more prominent. And we'll hit the eyes over here too. Okay. What was I using? This one? Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and smooth all this out and blend. Smooth and blend. And blend. And blend it out. Okay, so let's do the same thing here. And blend it out. Okay, and there's just a little bit of highlight right through the center, a little bit there where the sunlight's hitting, and I'm fine with that. And then let's hit these little feathers. Okay. All right, so that looks so pretty. Okay, one second, let's just blend that out a little bit more. Okay, cool. So make sure there's a lot of blending in here. Blending it out. Okay, that looks awesome. Okay, so now this is what we have. Let me show you, put her back together. And then when I'm done, I will take pictures of this, and then I will put this back into my Jean Davenport art journal. Oh my God, you guys, I think it turned out so, this is turning out so pretty. Yeah, I am going to, because look at, I need to add a little bit more purple into here. Like the base coat even needs to be a little deeper here. So I will deepen that. So what I want to do is, oh, this looks so pretty. I'm so happy. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up off film, off a camera. But I'm just going to do the same technique you saw here to finish up the wing. Same technique you saw me do here and finish up the wing here. Is there anything else I have to finish up? No, but I am going to add some stickles. Everybody knows what stickles is. Just a few places I'm going to add some stickles, and I will be back and I will show you what the rest of it looks like, okay? And like I said, I love how the horse came out. I'm going to do a separate tutorial on this. You guys let me know if you want me to do a separate tutorial, and I can show you how I did this horse all in watercolor, how I got all the shading done and everything, and how I did the hair with acrylic paint. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and when I come back, you guys will see this fully done. Okay, you guys, I'm back. What's his name? Oh, anyway, I was thinking about this one guy who's on YouTube. Anyway, how he says, I'm back. Anyway, I love how this turned out, you guys. Check it out. I hope you guys like it. So I finished things up. I finished up her wings. Okay, and then I finished up what? There was, I think, some pink little leaves down here. I finished those up. I finished up the purple plant over here on the side, shading that in. And was there anything else? Oh, and most important thing, I put sparklies. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let me bring it out and see if you guys can see the sparklies. It's in her hair. It's on the wings. It's on her chest right there. You guys, I had the hardest time not just sparkling up the whole damn picture. And then, hopefully, let me turn it like this. See the sparkle on the pink leaves? See? I love it. I love how it turned out. I want to live there. I want to live in this little fantasy Tinkerbell world. Wouldn't you guys like to live there? Okay, you guys, so I just wanted to come back on really quickly, show you guys how it all turned out. I'm really happy and I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys like it. If you have any comments or questions below, just leave them below. Let me know if I'm going to probably do a tutorial. Anybody who does want to see a tutorial on how I painted in this horse all in watercolor, let me know below. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. You guys, I'm really active on Instagram and Facebook, so I will leave the links below. Facebook is where I do put a lot of my artwork and different things like that that are crafty and artsy. So, and if you want eBay stuff, I usually do that on Instagram. So, I think that's it, you guys. This was a big project. But anyway, like I told you guys, this was my take on Tinkerbell. She is my, if you consider her a Disney princess, she's a Disney princess to me. She's my favorite Disney princess. I've always loved Tinkerbell. I've always been a big Tinkerbell fan. So, anyway, you guys, that's it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you give my video a thumbs up, that would be great. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!